Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, we visit Vietnam with President Obama, where the streets were lined in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City to welcome the president's first trip to that country. While there, he spoke to the Vietnamese people, sharing his vision for the future of the relationship between our two countries. From Vietnam, the president traveled to the G7 summit in Ise-shima, Japan, where he met with fellow world leaders before making a historic trip to the Japanese city of Hiroshima, becoming the first sitting U.S. president to do so. That's May 21st to 27th. Or, do you need a little
Before
beat?
I answer your question, why don't you give me a little rap? Let's see. Do you need like a little beat?
On this visit, my heart has been touched by the kindness for which the Vietnamese people are known. And the many people who've been lining the streets, smiling and waving, I feel the friendship between our peoples. Like my two daughters, many of you have lived your whole lives knowing only one thing, and that is peace and normalized relations between Vietnam and the United States. So I come here mindful of the past, mindful of our difficult history, but focused on the future.
Here is the J Emperor. This Taoist temple was originally set up by a Chinese immigrant.
Is this where I can make a contribution to help stay?
Here is the donation box.
I see it everywhere I travel all around the world. I meet people, and especially young people, who are eager to strike out on their own, start something new, and shape their own destinies.
And that's why 3 years ago I launched the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Mission, or YASILA. And the goal is to empower young people like you with the skills and the resources and the networks that you need to turn your ideas into action.
Before I answer your question, why don't you give me a little rap? Let's see.
Vietnamese or English?
In Vietnamese.
Mình đây vậy là hay spin từ DJ khi mà ta nhắm hai đôi mắt xuyên mắt chèo cho có tay.
Pretty good. All right, everybody, I've got to go, but this has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Mr. Abe and his team have done an outstanding job preparing for the G7 summit, and we discussed, as Shinzo indicated, the need for us to continue to boost global growth and to move ahead with the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Thank you to all the men and women in uniform. Thank you to your families, because you guys are the backbone of our alliance. Thank you, everybody.
Why do we come to this place, to Hiroshima? We come to ponder a terrible force unleashed in a not-so-distant past. We are most starkly reminded of humanity's core contradiction, how the very spark that marks us as a species, our thoughts, our imagination, our language, our tool-making, our ability to set ourselves apart from nature and bend it to our will. Those very things also give us the capacity for unmatched destruction. The scientific revolution that led to the splitting of an atom requires a moral revolution as well. Ordinary people understand this, I think. They do not want more war. They would rather that the wonders of science be focused on improving life and not eliminating it. The world was forever changed here. But today, the children of this city will go through their day in peace. What a precious thing that is. It is worth protecting and then extending to every child. That is the future we can choose, a future in which Hiroshima and Nagasaki are known not as the dawn of atomic warfare, but as the start of our own moral awakening.